going down. Defense, let's go. Play defense, let's go! Hands up! Come on, we got another quarter. Let's go, guys. One more quarter now, we got to play. Come on, coach, get it going. Let's go. Come on, Tim. Come on, Ralph. We got another quarter. Let's go. Get him. Let's go. Play ball. Defense. Let's go. Work it in. Work it in. Come on now, we got to score! Handle them, buddy. Come on, Bob, let's go. Suck them up, let's go. Go, Bob. Good job. Yeah. Play defense. Let's go. Come on, we need this bucket. Work it in, work it in. Oh, we needed it. He travels. Good job, good job. Let's play, Tim. Come on, we gotta have a bucket, Ralph. Gotta have a bucket, buddy. don't think that was right. Tough, cuz, let's go. Don't let up, guys. Get on over. Come on, Mark. You're away. Double dribble. Double dribble, ref. Let's go. Play it easy now, let's go. Good job, Wolf. press him, coach. Talk to him.
very patient. They run their offense. They don't force too many bad shots, and I'm impressed with both organizations and institutions. And there's a shot. And a shot was made there by Adrian, and they're going to call a foul on Jim Zimmerman. Jim Zimmerman is going to get a shooting foul called on him. And the Coach Brooks didn't like that call necessarily, and in a pretty mild manner, he indicated so to the official. The official told him to go back and sit down. Brooks thought that was kind of a Mickey Mouse call. It was a late call. It really was. And it was a shooting foul, wasn't it? Well, I think it happened after the shot, and so they're going to give it to Tri-City on the baseline there. That shows you how much I know about it. They're going to inbounds it underneath their own bucket, and that is McIntyre to Townsend. 31-29, CSOS by 2 points. Been that kind of a game all game long. And McIntyre drives into the baseline and walks with the ball. McIntyre walks with the ball. He got away for an easy chip shot, missed it, but no wonder he got away. The ref said, you walk. You can't do that in basketball, son. Less than 5 minutes to go in this one. 29-31, CSOS by 2 points. We've got BBC basketball tonight at 7:30. If high school is not enough for you in the afternoon, stay tuned this evening. Ray Adams and Ken Howard and Randy Wright will have the big boys at 7:30. BBC and Columbia College. Well, back at the ranch, it's Henderson on the right wing. In the corner, it comes to Chad Page. Long pass is intercepted. And it is a 2-on-2. And it's a bounce pass to Townsend, who almost double dribbled. And now goes back out on top. Townsend goes down to the baseline and shoots it short. He gets his own rebound. He puts a reverse layup up on the boards, and he's fouled. Yeah, Cedric got his own rebound, as you pointed out, and then was fouled as he was driving in. They've got a foul on, they're whistling 42, and if 42 is the one they've called, that's his 5th foul. Perhaps I missed that. They've got 4 up on the board. 4 fouls on Zimmerman. Well, you just want them to go to the showers too early. That's all, Randy. Well, I like to see everybody stay around. Nobody likes to ride the pine in frustration. Cedric Townsend going to the line to try to bring his team even with CSOS. And the first of 2 is good by Cedric Townsend. What a fine ball player this young man is, a senior point guard for Tri-City Christian. Townsend scored 16 points the last time these two teams met, and he gets the second free throw. How many does he have tonight, I wonder? He came in the half with 4, and he scored 2 points this half, so he has 6 points, but he's done a lot more than produced points. Bobby Brown with the ball for CSOS on the right wing to Darren Henderson. It's all tied up at 31 apiece. Henderson holds the ball and gives it back out to Brown on top. Bobby Brown to Henderson in the right wing. Over in the corner to Chad Page. Everything's covered up, and he throws a backdoor pass to Henderson. Henderson delays and gives it back out to Brown on top. Bobby Brown controls the offense and goes to Henderson on the left wing. He looks for Childress in the crisscross in the middle, and things are covered up. Page is in the middle, and it's on the baseline, and that is Childress who kicks it back out to Zimmerman on top. And both of these clubs are very patient on offense, and I'm very impressed with their discipline. And it is Brown over on the left side, and there's a foul called as Brad Childress made a move to the bucket off the left baseline. Yeah, somebody stuck a leg out trying to cut him off. Number 22, McIntyre, is going to be whistled for that foul. I have that 3rd foul against him, and we're going to the free throw line. Chad Page is. It's a 1-and-1 situation. This game's tied up. Again, 31-31, second tie this half. We've had 5 lead changes. Well, they're not going to call it a 1-and-1 just yet, and the inbounds, they do that to radio announcers all the time. There's a 5-second violation on Childress throwing the ball in, and that'll give you ulcers, cardiac trouble, and it'll also put gray hairs on the top of your head. And it'll lose games in a tight one like this one. 31-31, CSOS did not throw the ball in underneath their own bucket. Ooh-wah. That hurts. Townsend over on the right wing to McIntyre. He shoots an arch from 12, no good. The rebound is Page. Page hands it back to Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown up the middle, crosses the timeline, heads toward the circle, goes to the left of the circle with Townsend all over him to Childress on the right side of the box. He just stands there and holds it and now dribbles it back to Brown, who shoots from 18. No good. The rebound comes down to Henderson. He shoots from 12. Darren Henderson gives CSOS a 2-point lead. And there's less than 3 minutes to go. Nice shot, off-balance shot by Darren Henderson. Less than 3 minutes to go in the ball game. I love it. Pickard on the left wing, a pass to McIntyre over on the right side. He loses control of the ball, and picking it up is the alert Chad Page, who gives it to Bobby Brown. And now Bobby Brown is trying to drive around Townsend, and Townsend was not set defensively, and Townsend's going to get a blocking foul, and Bobby Brown's going to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Yes, and Brown's team, CSOS, is leading by 2, and Cedric Townsend tried to draw the charge there. Hit the floor pretty hard, but
I don't think he didn't quite get his defense set. He got to the right place, all right, but he just didn't get there quick enough and set. You got to be set on defense to draw the charge. And we got us a timeout. We're going to hear about B&I Tire Company, and then we'll be right back.
Well, winter driving can be awfully hard on a car's tires, so I suggest that you take your car on down to B&I Tire Company at 2810 West Sunshine and get a set of Toyo tires for your vehicle. B&I has Toyo tires to fit almost any vehicle, and they have the Goodyear Arriva. Now, for winter driving, that is it. Even its footprint tells you it's different. So, place to go, B&I Tire Company, 2810 West Sunshine in Springfield. Tell them you heard about them on KWFC.
Dennis Chapman has visited with his troops. Kenny Brooks has just broken up his strategic meeting with his troops. A lot of brain trust and a lot of troops and a lot of confab and a lot of planning and a big workload for these high school players, and at the line is Bobby Brown. I wonder if he feels any pressure here on a 1-and-1.
Well, being a sophomore, I'm sure that he does. It's
just a championship game.
Yes.
Well, I don't know how much pressure he felt, but he sure didn't show much as he just hit the front end of a 1-and-1. Now, this is as big of a lead as there's been in this ball game all night, or all afternoon.
3-point lead by CSOS as Bobby Brown offers his second shot. It's good.
4-point lead is as big as it's been all day long for either side. Quickly down the court, McIntyre from Adrian. Back out to Townsend on top. Cedric Townsend with the ball. Henderson on him, and Townsend takes a shot from 18. It won't go, and now what do we got?
I think a foul's going to be whistled on Chad Page for going over the back, and that is indeed the call, and they'll line it up and shoot 1-and-1 as both teams are in the bonus right now. 35-31, CSOS leads this game with a little over 2 minutes left to go.
And Mark Wofford is back in the game for Brad Childress at that last timeout. Wofford has 4 fouls. How many fouls does Chad Page have, I wonder?
Page has 3 fouls, so really not a lot of danger.
1-and-1 for the lefty, Dave McIntyre. Let me tell you a little bit about McIntyre. He wears 22. He stands 6'3". I don't know how much he weighs. He's a senior. He plays forward, and his second shot is good. So he hit both pressure shots off a 1-and-1 and pulls to within 2 points. Well, I've got it 1 point, but I'm not going to confuse everybody now. The score clock says 35-33, and I think it should be 35-33 or 34.
It is indeed 35-33, Terry Brown.
Okay, well, I see. That just shows you how much I know about it. Zimmerman over on the left wing to Brown. 35-33 in favor of the guests. You're right. It was a 4-point lead, and he got 2 free throws to pull to within 2. Wofford just took a 20-footer. It did not go. The rebound is Tri-City. Coach Brooks did not want him to take that shot, and Wofford just took a shot he didn't want him to take, and it is Pickard with a shot on a bank, no good, and the rebound, Chad Page. Chad Page for CSOS, the Warriors. Ken Brooks is off the bench giving instructions, and he's letting him know how he wants him to go on offense. Page to Wofford. Wofford goes to the baseline. Wofford is bouncing it around and gives it to the tall guy, Zimmerman. Over to Brown on the left side, the wing spot, and Brown now comes to the top of the circle, and Brown dribbles all the way in, drives, shoots, no good. The rebound is tipped around, and it is off of somebody, and there is a foul called, and we'll wait and see.
That indeed is going to be the 5th foul for Jim Zimmerman. He's already walking to the bench, and Jim Zimmerman has played a fine game for CSOS. But he's whistled for his 5th foul, and he scored 8 points in the ball game. And it may not sound like a lot, but we only have a 35-33 game. There's quite a defensive struggle this ball game has.
The Warriors of CSOS lead the Tri-City Crusaders by the score of 35-33. There are less than 2 minutes. Well, actually, there's around 2 minutes and some odd seconds, and I don't know how many seconds there are on the clock. As we've told you a couple of times, we do not have that information in front of us. It's go ahead, Randy.
Number 30, Childress, checks back into the ball game. He's seen action this half for CSOS, and
right before number 32 was going to shoot a 1-and-1, CSOS took a timeout. And we're not gonna have time for any more commercials per se, but let me take a moment here and just stop and thank the good folks at Booth Solo Market, 1130 North Grant in Springfield, the home-owned supermarket, where they still take time out to be friendly and say, howdy, how are you? Call a lot of people by name, and they're friendly, they smile. Larry Booth and his fine staff at Booth Solo Market. And then I want to say thanks to the Paul Revere Insurance Company. That's located on South Glenstone. The big thing to know there, though, the telephone number, 881-1777, no matter what insurance you need, they have it, and they've got a good price on it, and they'll work with you. I'm talking Ron Boston and Hilly Beck at Paul Revere Insurance. And I also want to take a time out here and say thanks to American Elevator Company. They're on West Melody Lane, but again, the important thing is the phone number, 882-9402. So there you go. And Ed Markham and his staff, they'll take good care of you. And B&I Tire Company, we want to say thanks to those folks who have helped make all of this a possibility and a reality. And to the line, I've stalled all the time I need to now. We go to the line, a 1-and-1. It's the left-hander, Bruce Adrian. His shot is good. So now if he gets the bonus off this 1-and-1, he will tie up the old ball game. And didn't we say something about the possibility of an overtime several times in this one?
yes, and this young man, Adrian, is 5 of 5 from the free throw line, if my stats are right.
And I bet yours are, because he hits both of them, and the CSOS has got a tie game. And in the backcourt, it is Tri-City putting on the pressure. Chad Page is just fouled by number 22, Dave McIntyre, and I mean, even almost that little old lady up in the 5th row over yonder could have called that one. That one was quite obvious, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, and McIntyre picks up his 4th foul, and so Chad Page will go to the free throw line and try to unlock things here for CSOS. Try to get them back on top. 3 ties this half and 5 lead changes.
Chad Page at the line, a 1-and-1. We got us a tie ball game. Page will try to untie it, and he hits the free throw. Wow, what pressure that are on these free throws in a game such as this.
Yes, and Chad Page is 2 of 3 from the line tonight.
His second shot from number 34, Chad Page. It is good. He got both of them. It's 37-35. The Warriors by 2. And now what do we got? We got a foul on 32. No? Is there a foul there?
I think it was trying to save it out of bounds, and
the referee didn't tell us. He just walked away. At any rate, I thought there was a foul. There was no foul. Let me clarify that. Wofford's going to inbound the ball for CSOS to Henderson. Henderson with a 2-point lead out to Wofford, who gives it to Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown heads toward the middle and finds Wofford on the left wing, and Wofford shoots no good. And the rebound is Adrian, who clears to Townsend, who crosses the timeline on the left side. Cedric Townsend is at the top of the circle, and he goes over to Bruce Adrian, and Tri-City calls a timeout here. And the Tri-City Crusaders trail the CSOS Warriors 37-35. Randy, give us your prognosis as to how it's going to end. Who's going to win, and what will be the point spread here?
Well,
I don't want to put you on the spot.
I don't know who's going to win this game, as nobody does. We've had 6 lead changes, 3 ties this half, but I tell you one thing, as I've harped all game, I would like to have Cedric Townsend on my side in this situation, as smooth and as quick as he is, leading a floor situation in a basketball game. I think I would try to, let me coach a minute, I think I would try to isolate one side and let Townsend go one-on-one with somebody. There's nobody on this court that Cedric Townsend couldn't take to the hole and score on.
Yeah, he's not driven to the bucket as much as probably he could have. But Townsend is a 5'11 senior. Somebody's going to get a pretty good little point guard, aren't they, for college next year?
I would not be surprised if Coach Gary Smith, the Baptist Bible College Patriot coach, has not talked quite a bit to Cedric Townsend these past 2 days.
I wonder what he's had to say. I'm sure he's been trying to sell him on Baptist Bible College. And listen, while we've got a moment, let me tell you, well, we don't have a moment any longer because the timeout is over. The next home game for the Christian Schools of Springfield Warriors will be February 12th. That's a Tuesday night. District 3 opponent, Central Christian out of Joplin. I got that one in a quick hurry. Townsend's got the ball from McIntyre. Townsend bounces it to the left wing, and that is number 32, Adrian, and Adrian comes in underneath. Bruce Adrian. He puts up a layup, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. He got the layup. It counts. So we get us a tie score. Who's the foul on, Randy?
Number 30, Brad Childress, a substitute who came in when Jim Zimmerman, the center, fouled out, and that's a big play, biggest play of the game so far for Tri-City Christian. And who did they send to the line but Bruce Adrian, who is 6 from the line tonight.
Well, now you can look at that two ways. You can say, well, that guy's due to miss one, or you can say, hey, he's their best shooter. They want him there.
Got a pretty arch on the ball. He's a good shooter.
He tries to untie it, and he does just that. A three-point play gives Tri-City a 1-point lead. The Crusaders lead the Warriors by 1 point. Tri-City leading by 1 point. Brown with the ball. Bounces it over on the left wing to Childress. Back to Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown looks for and finds Brad Childress. Childress comes up to the left wing, and he gets it, or left baseline, and he gets it back out to Brown, who hands the ball to Wofford, who gives it back to Bobby Brown. There's around a minute left in this game. We're not less than a minute. And there's about, 57 seconds or thereabouts left.
Yes, they just announced 1 minute. And again, we point out that our clock is not working here in the field house. It just went out this afternoon.
And there's a timeout. The Warriors want to talk it over. The Warriors of CSOS trail by 1 point. And that Christian Schools of Springfield is a ministry of Baptist Temple in Springfield, Missouri. And we want to make a mention here of some upcoming activities at CSOS. They have asked me to tell you that the Tri-State Christian Conference North Regionals will be hosted by the CSOS Warriors this year on March 1 and 2. You might keep that in mind. And the Springfield Christian girls basketball team sports a 13-5 record. They have earned a share of the District 3 title for the second year in a row. Last year's regional champs, they finished second overall in the Tri-State. And furthermore, go ahead, Randy.
Terry, as you were asking me last time out who's going to win this game, and Tri-City was down by 2 points, I said I would like to have Cedric, I started to say Maxwell, but he plays for the Celtics, Cedric Townsend on my team. He penetrated that zone, sucked up 2 or 3 guys to him, dished off a little chip shot to Bruce Adrian, and there was a tie game. Somebody whacked him, went to the free throw line, and just like that, because of a fine point guard like Cedric Townsend, they took the lead.
Townsend's presence created the whole scene, which Randy Wright has analytically just told you so well. And the Warriors have the ball. Wofford bounces it to Brown, who gives it to Chad Page. There's about 55 seconds. I wish I had a stopwatch. Chad Page in the circle to Brown, who takes a shot. It is no good. The rebound, McIntyre. Bounce pass out to Townsend. Cedric Townsend. There's got to be about 48 seconds left. And Townsend throws a long pass over to McIntyre. And now the Warriors are going to box Townsend if they can. Townsend throws the ball. The ball's stolen in the backcourt. And now what do we got? Now we got a backcourt violation against the Tri-City Ball Club. And Townsend was going after the ball, and he got whacked hard, and he hit the deck. And I'm not so sure about what he's not addled by that a little bit. 38-37 Tri-City. Tri-City has a 1-point lead and a timeout on the court, I think.
Yes, there is a timeout by CSOS, and Tri-City is confused. Cedric Townsend thought he was fouled and they would get the ball, but the referee called over and back. CSOS will control. One of the Tri-City players was standing out of bounds wanting the ball, and the ref said, no, it's blue ball, CSOS. And
CSOS will have the ball. Oh, what a freak play that was. Let's recount that one real quickly, Randy. First of all, the Tri-City had the ball, and then the ball got knocked back behind the backcourt stripe, and as bodies were pursuing the ball, Cedric Townsend just got whacked into Never Never Land, and but because the ball was touched, that meant a violation occurred before the foul. When there's a violation occurring before the foul and the whistle is blown on the violation, it means that the foul's not really a foul, even though it is a foul.
Yes, you just reconstructed it right, and you just have to take the punishment. That's all. One of the Tri-City players had it close to the half-court line, and Mark Wofford visibly and openly knocked the ball back over across the backcourt, and Tri-City went after it. It should not have been called.
The backcourt violation should not have been called.
Should not have been called because the CSOS player knocked it back there.
All right. Well, that's the way I saw it too, but we're just the radio announcers, and so the officials will keep the game the way they want to keep it. Henderson on the left wing. It's a good thing for the Warriors, though. They've got Page over to Bobby Brown. In the corner, it's Wofford. Wofford shoots from 20 in the corner and gets the bucket. CSOS has a 1-point lead. And the game has just ended, has it? Or has there been a timeout call?
Timeout. Crusaders. Tri-City called timeout as they fell behind again. And
how much time's left in the game? Will they tell us? About the time I asked that, who's down there on that PA system?
That's Dr. Billy Bartlett announced that we have 13 seconds left in the game.
39 to 38. Isn't this what you expected in a championship game? A 1-point ball game? Sure it is.
Yes, Christian Schools of Springfield lead Tri-City Christian from Kansas City, Missouri, and somebody's going to win this game in regulation. I don't think there's going to be an overtime, Terry.
Well, I certainly hope not, because we got other programming we got to get to. And Dick Morris, our program director, is probably pulling his hair out thinking, when's this one going to end, because I got a program to run. And I'll tell you what, I know Brother Morris is listening. It'll end in just a few seconds. And we will have the fastest post-game show you've ever heard for Victory Baptist Church, 1616 North Robertson in Springfield. And we'll still give them a good commercial, but it's going to be brief. I'm talking brief post-game show. Well, here, it's 39-38. CSOS, the Warriors of Christian Schools of Springfield, lead by a point. 13 seconds left, 12 seconds left, 11 seconds left, 10 seconds left, 9 seconds left. Townsend with the ball, 7 seconds left. Townsend goes to the hoop. Inside it comes, and there's a foul, and a shot, and a bucket. I think it counts, and if it do, wait a minute. The basket counts for Tri-City. There was a foul in the paint area. The guy who got the bucket was Spickard, of all people. Spickard got the bucket. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And a 1-point lead ensues for the Tri-City Ball Club. 40 to 39 is the score. And going to the line to shoot one and try to make a 3-point play is a guy by the name of Mike Spickard.
Pickard is his name.
It's Pickard. It's Pickard. It's Mike Pickard. I'm sorry, not Spickard. He's 6 feet. He's a junior. He shoots and misses it. The rebound, though, is Mike.
Was it Tom Taylor? Yeah, I know him. That goes into him. I know him. Come on, Fred.
There's a flag victory in March.